Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. The overall situation hasn't changed at all. All we had since yesterday was a little bit overlapping price action, so it doesn't really give us a very clear direction. It looked yesterday as if ADA was following Bitcoin to make another low. ADA did hold quite well, and it remains possible that we have bottomed, even though the preference still is that we will see one more low here in the yellow box. But again, we are in a trend reversal area. As you know, price can always turn around here. I'm not convinced that this is something bullish here because it is clearly not impulsive, but I show you still a possible bullish count and the relevant invalidation points as well. So if you decide to trade this bullish, then at least you know where, at least from my point of view, probabilities will reduce further that this could be bullish. Again, it's possible we turn around already. It's a pretty deep wave 4. Other interpretations might be possible, like for example, a WXY correction or even a WXYXZ correction, which however normally doesn't really appear. So I never really consider it in too much detail too often. I do consider it, but there are often better options. So let's take a look at this count, which is still wave 1 to the upside in April, leading diagonal, then an ABC structure down. In a wave 2, we hit the trend reversal area. And for this particular scenario, support is at 36 cents and the 78.6 retracement level is at 33.3 cents. We don't want price to go below that and sustain there, because if it does it, then this particular setup is going to become very unlikely, not invalid, but unlikely. Good news is that there is another bullish setup. It's just a different count in which price can drop to 27.6 cents in an alternative wave C, and wave 2 will be deeper. And therefore this is really the key decision point for the bullish scenario. But now let's go into the shorter time frame, or let's just zoom in here. Yesterday I showed you an ABC, looking at the chart again, but that doesn't really matter. Don't think it's an ABC that happened here to the upside. It's more like a WXY, but that doesn't really matter. Point is that it could be that we have topped here yesterday in the wave 4. And the other point I made in previous videos is that only if we get above 39.7 cents with this particular price action, I would really consider that we have bottomed. Don't get me wrong, I do consider it already, but I don't see it as a likely option until I see proof, because the price action of the lows has been highly corrective, not impulsive, and ideally one more low is missing. But let's take a look at the bullish count, because it is possible that we have bottomed. It is still possible. So the bullish count indicates that we rallied in a wave 1 of the 11th of May low, and created a wave 1 which topped on the 15th of May. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lots of overlapping price action, so I would have to count it as a leading diagonal. That makes the count itself already a little bit less reliable, and it needs to prove itself by holding a reliable wave 2 in support. Now what makes this count even less reliable is that we have an overshooting B wave. Often when you have a leading diagonal together with an overshooting B wave, it often doesn't work out, but of course it still can. So the view is, which is a slight adaptation of yesterday's bullish count I showed you, with an A wave down, an overshooting B wave, and we would be coming down now in a C wave. That C wave would have to be an ending diagonal. So really, super messy. And it could be that one more low will do the trick, and will allow us to find a low. What is the relevant support level? So invalidation point for the bullish setup is 34.9 cents. And if we draw the Fibs, it should ideally, and that's sort of the level where probabilities shift, it should ideally not drop below 35.4. If it drops below that, then most likely we will also break below 34.9 cents. And that's my update about ADA. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.